Can you see me? Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm going to have to look over there a little bit because we got two things going on here. You can see the top of my phone. Why do you think you see the top of my phone? There are 6 people on YouTube. Why do you think you see the top of my phone right now? Let's see. I got to look over there for the chat. Trying to do something. Let's see what happens. Hello. Yay, Aaron found me. Hello, Aaron. Good to see you. What's happening? Do you see the top of my phone right there? Right there? Why do you think I have the... Why do you think the phone is there? I'm trying something new. Yeah, I see it. I can't really move it. Well, I could move it a little bit. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, that's a little better. That's a little better. Hello, Christine. Waiting on a plumber because hot water heating broke. Oh, I get it. Is there so you can stream 2 platforms at once? Hello, everybody. Yes. I'm seeing what will happen. I am double dipping. I'm double dipping is what's happening. Smart. We'll see. There are ways to... Hello, Lizette. Hello, Austin. Good to see you. Here on TikTok. Good to see you. Lizette, haven't seen you in so long. Hello, Nina. I am streaming 2 platforms right now. I am on YouTube and I am on TikTok. So we shall see how that goes. So welcome, everyone. It's good to see you. Had a friend doing 3 at a time. I think it worked out well for her. Well, there's ways to do it that are better than this, but it's a little technical. So, but it's good. How's everyone doing today? Type in the chat where you're watching in from, how you're doing. If you're on Jeremiah, hello. Good to join you, Jeremiah. Good to see you. I'm trying to open my nicotine gum. My nicotine gum. I do chew nicotine gum. Just so you know. Yes, it's been a while, Lizette. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Mike is in on TikTok. Who else is here? I am well. I'm doing well, Lizette. How are you? How's it going? Thank you for the roses, Lizette. And I always have a goal when I'm streaming to get 3,000 hearts. But anyway, before we get going today, we're going to sit quietly for a minute or two, okay? So, are you ready to sit quietly for a little bit? You can hear some other things going on here. So, we're going to sit quietly and just chill. We're just going to chill and breathe. I actually was thinking about starting my starting meditation routine again. I was thinking about it, and I might do that. Pause. But right now, we're not going to meditate. We're just going to breathe. Okay? We're just going to breathe, everyone. When I look over there, it means I have to see the chat for all of you. So, good to see you, everybody. Welcome, welcome in, welcome in. So, we're going to just do a little breathing. Just stop and breathe until at the beginning here, okay? I'll put the timer on for 3 minutes. Now I got this out, I got to take it out. All right. Take a few deep breaths. Remember, all we're doing is breathing. We'll talk about this in a second. I have to tell Google. Hey, Google, start a timer for 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Got it. 3 minutes. And that's starting now.
Closing our eyes and just breathing. There's no goal at all. All we're doing is stopping. If you want to think of that as a goal, that's fine, but all we're doing is just breathing. Stop. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Okay. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you. Great to have you here. Yeah, I'm thinking about starting to do, I was thinking about this last night. I was thinking about how, I always say that you don't have to meditate. You can meditate. It's fine. It's no big deal. There's no reason that you have to meditate. A lot of times in this work, a lot of times people will be like, you have to meditate. No, you don't. You don't have to meditate at all. You don't have to meditate at all. But I was thinking about, it does feel good sometimes when you do meditate. So I was thinking about possibly starting a meditation routine again, and doing what I like to do is Vipassana or TM, and do it 2 times a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. Anybody here ever do TM meditation? Anybody here? Anybody? Just so you know, I have to look over there for the chat. Anybody ever do Vipassana or TM meditation? Let's see. Welcome, everybody. And thank you for giving me the thumbs up on YouTube and the hearts on D5 top 0. If you go to TikTok, you can hit me up with the hearts. I'm getting used to it. Vipassana, yes. Vipassana is very similar to TM, except that in TM you get assigned a mantra. And I've given away my mantra. You're never supposed to give it away. And I've given it away because I have a really funny story about it. Some of you might have heard that story, but but it's very similar. Vipassana is very similar. It is just the breath in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Right? There's more to it, but the basic one-pointed meditation is very powerful, super powerful. So I was thinking about doing it. I don't know. Would anyone be interested in starting to do that with me? Maybe we'll start next week. Oh my gum. Anybody be interested in starting a meditation routine? Aaron will. Nice to have you here, everybody. Okay, maybe I'll start. Maybe we'll start doing that. It'll be on TikTok, though. It'll be on TikTok, not on YouTube. So if you're wanting to start and have accountability and have someone there to meditate with you, I would start doing that. Maybe I'll start doing it at 9 a.m. or 8. We'll see. Anybody else want to join us for meditation? Oh, Lizette will. Thank you very much. That's great. So I'll let you know. Maybe we'll start that on Monday. Okay? All right. So here's a question for you. We'll do an overall question for everybody. And so I usually use this. Works for me, and I love TikTok. In fact, I'm going there now so I can give you hearts. Thank you, Aaron. So we use this book, and it's got 3,000 questions about you. And so I'm going to open it up, and we'll ask a question, and then you can answer whatever feels right to you. So here we go. Thank you for all the hearts. This is a great question. Oh my God, I'll tell you in a second. Okay, here it is. What is one thing that you hope to do before you die? Love this question. We love this question. What is one thing that you hope to do before you die? Please put that in the chat. It's like a bucket list thing, right? People on TikTok can put it right in there. You can put it over there on YouTube. What is one thing that you want to do before you die? One thing you hope to do before you die. What do you think? What would you want to do? Think about it for a moment. Oh my goodness, there's Aaron. What would you want to do before you die? What's one thing you'd want to do before you die? And let me think about what I would want to do. Oh boy, there's a lot. Shoot. It's kind of overwhelming because I feel like there's so much. Make a Dear Jane quilt. What is Dear Jane quilt? You have to explain that to me. What's a Dear Jane quilt? Anyone on YouTube? What do you have? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Okay. Lizette, what about you? God. I have a lot. Let me think of one. Let me think of just one. Arriving late, and this is the question for the day. That's right, Kyrie. And Kyrie, just so you know, I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube right now. We're trying to experiment. So, what is one thing you hope to do before you die? And Aaron needs to tell me what a dream a Dear Jane quilt is. Hello, Tiffany. Sing again in Ireland. Ireland's an easy one. Sing again is easy too. So you better do that. I'm very Irish. Very Irish. Red, green, red, green, red, green. It's either red, it's Irish, or you want to travel to Scotland. We love Scotland. Oh my goodness. Hold on, everybody. On TikTok. Okay, am I back on TikTok? The most amazing quilt ever made, and probably channel geometric extraterrestrial codes. Whoa! I love that. I love that. That is freaking awesome. That's awesome. That's very cool. Very cool. I can't think of see New England in the fall. That's a great thing, Kyrie. That's a great thing. You should do it. It's super easy. That's an easy thing. You can definitely do that. Next year, just put it in your calendar, Kyrie. You're going to do it. Just plan that. That's what's going to happen. Thank you for all the hearts. Tiffany comes in and the hearts start going crazy. We love it. Oh yeah, I love my t-shirt. That show was so fun. Did I ever tell you the story about that show? I love that show. I saw it twice. Did I ever tell you about that show? The Cher show? Wow. I love Cher, obviously. Please do. So I went to see the show first time. And it's Cher. I mean, it's a Cher show. So, I would. A lot of people know almost every song, especially gay people. Oh, Scotland, Croatia, and France. I've been to all those places, Christine. I love it. So, my sister and her wife and I had a trip planned in 2020. Then, of course. So now it's time to plan it again, Kyrie. So I went to go see the show, and it's a Cher show. So there's tons. Hello, Andrea. Tons and tons of Cher songs and Sonny and Cher songs, and it goes through the way that they did it was that there's three. So there's three different actresses playing Cher at different times of her life, right? So there's the beginning, there's the middle, and then there's the contemporary Cher, right? And sometimes they all interact with each other. It was really cool the way they did it. Anyway, so you got all these Cher songs and Sonny and Cher. So you kind of sing along, people sing along, that kind of thing. So you're singing along, and I'm singing. I was alone. I'm singing. People are singing. I'm singing. And then these two guys in front of me, gay guys, turn around. One of them, there were two of them together, and one of them turned around and looked at me and said, "I didn't pay to hear you sing." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, girl. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, people were singing, and I was like, okay. And then it was towards the end of the show. The end of the show is really fun. And it's like a medley. And then they sing the Lonely song, which is incredible. And then and Aaron's got it right. I started singing louder. And then everybody started, and then they're like getting everyone up and dancing, and then there's confetti, and I'm like, girl, and they got up, and I was like, I wanted to say, I didn't pay to see your butt. Of course you didn't. Exactly. So crazy. I mean, he was standing up and he was like, and I was like, I really wanted to go, I didn't pay to see your butt. It's like, come on now. I wish I would have sang louder and leaned towards him. I know. I wanted to make it more intense, but I was like, dude, you are too serious. Hi, Scotty. Too serious for seeing the share show. A lady did that to me at Wicked in NYC and yelled at me. Yeah. Well, yeah, I understand. I get it. But you sing really good. Thank you for the roses, Scotty. Thank you for the roses. I sang louder. I know. But yeah, it was such a great show, and I saw it twice. I went back and saw it again because I just loved it. I thought it was so fun. Don't know whether to be offended or honored. That's right. Totally. Thank you for all the stars and the hearts. You're so awesome. And the gifts, you're awesome. And if you're on TikTok, if you could heart me, that would be awesome. I'm learning the lingo. If you could heart me, that would be awesome. Doesn't cost you any money, I don't think. So good to see you, everybody. So anyway, I wanted to talk about some things today. We're gonna do some stuff. We always talk about some topic today, and I thought we would get we would get a topic from this book, which is one of my favorite books of all time, Spiritual Enlightenment, the Darndest Thing. Spiritual Enlightenment, the Darndest Thing. And please put into the chat, if you're on YouTube or on TikTok, put in anything, and we're going to start a conversation. So I'm going to read something. We'll start a conversation. I will speak for a while, and then we'll have a whole conversation about it. Okay? And if you're new here, please say hello on either YouTube or on TikTok. And if you're new, if you're just coming in, if I look that way, it's because I have to see the chat on YouTube. Okay? All right. So I'm going to randomly pick something out of this. And let's find something good to read. Let's see here. Something we haven't done in a while. Oh my goodness! You are the biggest gifter ever! Thank you very much. I got my live gold, baby. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Now, this is going to be a little long. Everybody, this is going to be a little long. So just sit back, listen to this, and we'll have a conversation. Thank you so much, Tiffany. So here we go. We can set up a new goal, but we'll just leave it. Okay? So everybody, listen. Here we go. To explain this, he's talking to people, right? Jed is talking to some students, right? So he says, to explain this, I have to say something about the way my mind works. His mind. He's enlightened, awake, whatever. About the way I view and move through life. Simply put, I don't think. I don't make choices or decisions. I don't weigh possibilities and select one over the other. Instead, I observe patterns, and I move with those patterns. I have a refined sense of rightness and not rightness that tends to guide me in all things that I tend to do. No decision in my life is made through rationalization. I wait for the unfolding. I sense currents, and I flow with them. You don't have to be enlightened to operate this way. Listen to this. You don't have to be enlightened to operate this way. You just have to release the tiller. You just have to release the tiller. Once you do, an entirely new way of flowing through life will begin to open up for you. A way that is based on rightness and sensitivity to not rightness. So, when I look at my own life, my own story, I look for a pattern, the unifying theme, the sum of the parts that explains my existence. Ooh, dig it all up. I love that part. That's right. That's good. So everyone, I'll read it one more time. Just listen. Just listen. I'll read it one more time. Here we go. This is Jed McKenna from Spiritual Enlightenment, The Damnedest Thing. And he's talking about how he operates through life. It sounds very familiar to me. To explain this, I have to say something about about the way my mind works, about the way I view and move through life. Simply put, I don't think. I don't make choices or decisions. I don't weigh possibilities and select one over the other. Instead, I observe patterns and move with those patterns. I have a refined sense of rightness and not rightness that guides me in all things. No decision in my life is made through rationalization. I wait for unfolding. I sense currents and I flow with them. You don't have to be enlightened to operate this way. You just have to release the tiller. Once you do, an entirely new way of flowing through life opens up to you. A way that is based on rightness and a sensitivity to not rightness. So, when I look at my own life, my own story, I look for the pattern, the unifying theme, the sum of the parts that explains my existence. Come on. Okay, what are you thinking? I'm going to tell you, I'll say this right away. That's how this character lives life. Didn't used to, but that's how this character lives life. If you're my student, a lot of you are my students here, and you know, I'm like, well, I guess that's what I'm going to do. That's what's going to happen. I guess I'm going to move. I guess I'm going to write the book. I guess I'm going to do my nails. I guess I'm going to get up and go get some coffee. I guess, and there is a pattern for sure. But this character tends to live like that. Wow. Yes. Right, Scotty? It's very, and what I love what he says when he says that you don't have to be enlightened to live this way. What are you thinking in on YouTube and on TikTok? What are you thinking about this? Good to see you if you're new. If you're new, you're going to now know how I get crazy when the light comes in. What do you think, everybody? What's coming up for you? Put it in the chat. I think I'm going to go shut that window. It's going to get super light in here right now. Okay, hold on one second. Stay. Please hold. Please hold. At least this one, I think. We'll just do this one. Nobody has any comments about it? Oh, commercial on YouTube. Maybe I want to ask the question again. Sorry, YouTube. I know. Commercial. It's a commercial break. They put commercial breaks in. Okay. So what? I don't know if it's still going, but. So what? Okay, let's see. Nina says, I'm thinking you just have to be. And I try every day to do just that mostly to no avail. That's good, Nina. That's right. The key for me, the key with this is when he says, I'm going to get it right. When he says, you just have to release the tiller. You just have to release the tiller. I love to dig up all the old mess and plan new. And I love that you don't have to do it. It just feels so good. It does. That's right. You just have to release the tiller. And when he says that, it's like, well, he just sounds like, well, yeah, of course. Kyrie says, what you have just read is resonating with me, especially since I have left organized religion and really am living my authentic self. Good for you. That's right. Because a lot of we're told in the world, we're told over, do this, do this, do this, do this. Nothing's wrong with that, and nothing's right with that. Except that what happens is that you tend to have a crazy dream and more of a nightmare. Aaron's going back and forth. I'm back here because you couldn't see my TikTok comments. Oh, I wonder why. I don't know. I didn't see them. I have no idea, dude. Anyway, so you're back. So releasing the tiller. All you have to do is release the tiller, he says. That's all you have to do is just release the tiller. What about that? Aaron says, I was saying that it's a good way to live if you can avoid getting sucked into situations. That's right. But I think that's why he's saying about a sense of rightness and not rightness, right? But I think that's what release the tiller means. Yes, for sure. That it's because the only thing is, what do we say over and over and over and over in this work? We say it's always about control. The ego needs control. The separated self needs control. It needs to control this. It needs to control that. Control the future. Control the past. Control. Here, flashlight. Flash warning. There's no control. You don't have any control. You're not going to have any control. So you got to live with that. I mean, whatever. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all of the 5,000 hearts. I appreciate that. So you got to get it through your skull that you're not going to have any control. And when you get it through your skull that you're not going to have any control, then you can start to do this. Okay, it's going to drive me insane. Hold on. A little bit better. Okay. Here we go. I'm back. So thank you for following. Thank you very much for following. I don't know what your name is, but thank you for following. So it's all about control, everybody. And when you have control, when you think you have control, then guess what? You don't. You don't. I got to turn that off. You don't have control. So just face it. Face it. You don't have control. And if you realize that you don't have control, life becomes mucho easier. Andrea, why are you laughing? I'm telling you. Exer, Campbell, aren't they great? Oh, I missed something? There's a lot going on here. Someone just followed me. Oh, thank you. Oh, Exer, thank you very much. Oh, I love the nails. Things are going so fast here that sorry. Thank you. Yeah, it's a wicked theme because it was hard lesson growing up with control freaks, right? Right. So I'm telling you, when you hear someone like Jed McKenna talking about living like that and living this way, I am telling you that no matter what's going on, hold on a second. How do I do this? Right. There we go. Confirm. Boom. I just had my first block. Hey, Bobby K. Everyone follow Bobby. She's awesome. We love Bobby. She's awesome. Everyone follow her. She's so good. We're talking about how we don't really have control and how when you live in the flow, life just completely changes. And it's so important that we know that. And we don't have to know that, but you have an invitation to be like, I don't have any control. Your life changes dramatically. Anyone who loves Jed, audiobook is on YouTube for free. Thank you very much for sharing that. I'm going to reread this again and we'll talk about it. Okay, let's reread it one more time. Okay. To explain this, I have to say something about the way my mind works. This is, if you don't know, this is Jed McKenna, Spiritual Enlightenment, The Damnedest Thing. This book changed my whole life, basically. Changed this character's life. So he's talking to some people. He's a teacher, right? So to explain this, I have to say something about the way my mind works, about the way I view and move through life. Simply put, I don't think. I don't make choices or decisions. Thank you for being on the team. I don't make choices or decisions. I don't weigh possibilities and select one over another. Instead, I observe patterns and I move with them. I have a refined sense of right and not rightness that guides me in all things. No decision in my life is made through rationalization. I wait for unfolding. I sense currents and I flow with them. You don't have to be enlightened to operate this way. You just have to release the tiller. Once you do, an entirely new way of flowing through life opens up for you. A way that is based on rightness and a sensitivity to not rightness. So when I look at my own life, my own story, I look for the patterns, the unifying theme, the sum of the parts that explains my existence. Hello, doctor. Hello, doctor. Right? Hello, Christine. Hello, Meg. Spiritual enlightenment, the damnedest thing. So this character has done a lot of work. A lot of work. So this character is not even, is as we say, as I say, it's a wisp of a thing at this point. There's kind of a wisp of a thing. Need to, Meg, this changed my whole life. Changed everything for me. I mean, there's a series of things. But it is really, there's an obvious yes all the time. And an obvious no. So as I say to my students all the time, I'm like, I guess I'm writing a book. I guess I'm going to Knoxville, Tennessee. I guess I'm having coffee. I guess I'm going to sleep now. I guess I'm taking a shower. This character operates in this way because this character has really gotten, when I say this character, I'm talking about this thing called Max Ryan. So you have a thing called Tiffany, whatever your name is. And so you have a thing, and I'm telling you, when there's the sense of control goes away, you can live like this. And it is so much better. It's so much better. You're not worrying. Should I do that? Should I do this? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't do that. Should I stay? Should I stay or should I go now? Bum, bum. Should I stay or should I mean, that doesn't happen. You just do. And you move. Or you don't. One of the biggest things in A Course in Miracles is that I need do nothing. I need do nothing. Bobby K, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really, really, really appreciate it. It's great to have you here. Oh my goodness, I got a crown. Thank you very much. The whole thing about living in this world is that it's all a freaking illusion. It's all insanity. And as soon as you can get that, you can let go and you can have fun. Life can be a joy and you live unconditionally instead of conditionally. And I'm telling you, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible for my students. Abso-fucking-lutely, right, Bobby? It's absolutely, I mean, and you don't have to be like very spiritual. You don't have to, I mean, you can. The spiritual path a lot of times will lead you to this, that's for sure. Or you don't have to be. You don't have to be. And when you, thank you for sharing the live, Scotty. When you begin to just go like, this is what I say to my students all the time. I go, this is what it's like. Exactly. It's this. It's the falling in. It's the falling into life, not the resisting life and pushing and trying to control it and make them do this and them do that and you do this because you should be better and they should be better and all that other bullshit, that's going on. You don't have to do that. But I'm telling you, some people get this right away. Other people, other characters, I would say characters, it's very difficult. And this character really, I was going to say something that sounds kind of dirty, gets off on when my students or when people go, oh my God, I'm getting it, right? Oh my God, I'm getting it. Beautiful surrender, right? Surrender into the nothing. But here's the deal with surrender. You're going to hear me talk a lot about the Wizard of Oz. This is way before Wicked. My students will know, I talk about Wizard of Oz all the time. You know, when what's written across the sky, what does the witch write across the sky? The aha, have a moment. Have a moment. Have a moment. The hi Jay, good to see you. What does she write across the sky? Surrender, Dorothy. Surrender. You, a teacher. Yes, I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for a long time. I've been doing this for 35 years. So, surrender, Dorothy. Thank you. But here's the deal. There is no one to surrender. It's a character. The state of surrender is what you're what you are, what is happening. That's all that's happening. Take a deep breath. That's all that's happening. Say goodbye to whatever this is. It's all a story. It's all this game that the mind plays. And this mind plays it with that mind, and that mind plays it with that mind. And it is what it is. It's not bad and it's not good. It's just the way it is. And so as something begins to shift, you're not who you were. You can't, it's kind of like that whole thing of you can never go back to the way you were, right? It's all things, no things, and we're here witnessing. That's right. Nothing is everything, and everything is nothing. But the separated egoic mind wants to hold on to, you can't unsee it, as Aaron says. You cannot unsee it. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Scotty. Wow, that was my first cowboy hat. Thank you very much. You can't unsee it once you've seen it. And it's not even a seeing, and I think that you would agree with me, Aaron. It's a feeling. It's not even a state. Because there's no one there to experience it. Gnosis. That's right. And Meg is a teacher, right? Gnosis is the knowing. The knowing. The Gnostic Gospels. Ever read those? Ever read those Gnostic Gospels? A lot in there. Mm-hmm. You can't ungnosis it. Very good, Aaron. You can't ungnosis it. You can't. You cannot. Mm-mm. For sure. For sure. So there's a lot to be said about all this stuff, but there's nothing to be said about it all. You get it? It's so amazing. It's so incredible. And at the same time, it's nothing. It's nothing. Because it's gnosis you. It gnosis you. Oh my God. All I can do is laugh. If you don't know this, I am a teacher and student of A Course in Miracles for over 40 years. A Course in Miracles is a non-duality teaching. What we're talking about here is the idea of non-duality. So I've been doing this for over 40 years. And I'm telling you, this book, you don't have to do this book, but it points you to this non-duality. This points you to the gnosis of the truth of who you are. This book over and over and over says, you don't know who you really are. You don't know who you really are. You have an idea or you have a feeling. Even says in the book, it says there's an ancient melody that's calling you all the time. And that's that longing, that yearning, that's always calling within everybody that there's something else. Do you know what I'm talking about, everyone? That feeling that there's something else happening, there's something else going on, there's something else going on. Song Laird, I try to diagnose it, but I can only gnosis it. Wait, what's that from? Aaron? You know that feeling, everyone? When you're like, something else is happening. And I say that all the time. Oh, you made it up. Aaron, you're going to write a song now. If you're on TikTok, just know that I'm also on YouTube, and they're talking over there and they're talking over here. So put into the chat a thumbs up or a 1 anywhere that you are, if you know that feeling, that thing that keeps going. This is all bullshit. There's something else going on here. Do you know that feeling? Do you know that experience? Have you had that thing? Something else is happening. And all you have to do is take a moment. And sometimes you study something like this. Sometimes people go to religion. Sometimes people, and this is all psychological, right? And the what is behind the curtain. Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about the greatest, I think the greatest story as far as the human condition is The Wizard of Oz. And what is the first song in the movie? Anybody? What's the first song in the movie? I know the question that keeps coming out of my mouth. Why am I here? Very good, Kyrie. That's a good one. What's the first song in the movie? Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Thank you. So immediately there's this longing, there's this feeling, there's this like over there. And that ends up becoming a whole misnomer anyway. Because at the end of the movie, what does she do? There's no place like home. I want to go home. I want to go home. First, she wants to get away. Then she wants to get home. This is what the character does. The character is always trying to get the thing. And then it runs and runs and runs to get the thing. And then it might get the thing and it might not. And it finds out it's a big pile of doo-doo and goes, oh, I gotta go home now. But that's what the human condition is. The human condition is this idea of, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. I gotta get there. Think about so many people when they get success in anything. They work. There's nothing wrong with success. There's nothing right with success. But then they get it and they're like, so this is it? I think I want to go home. Aaron says, you don't want the thing. You only want the wanting of the thing. Well, you're kind of blinded. Meg says, and do you honor your brain, your heart, or your courage? It's a good question. Okay, so listen. What Meg just said, do you honor your brain, your heart, and your courage? You know what I'm going to say to that? What am I going to say to that? Meg. There's a fundamental issue with your question. Very fundamental. It's so fundamental you might not even see it. They are you. The characteristics of the brain, heart, and courage. That's right. Of course. There's no you. There's no you. So you're looking around for this stuff. You're looking around for the Tin Man. I mean, it's the same thing. Dorothy's looking for her heart. She's looking for her courage. She's looking for all this stuff. But there's no Dorothy. Dorothy is a character. And she literally is a character. Good morning from Seattle. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. So Dorothy is not even real. Just like you aren't real. You're just a set of stories. You're a set of what you think is you. This is why the Course in Miracles says over and over and over, you don't know what you really are. And what is a better thing than who, actually? If you start saying, what am I? Rather than who am I? You might be like, oh, maybe I'm not a who. In Whoville. Maybe I'm not a who in Whoville. Maybe there's no I. Ever evolving. Mm-hmm. And not evolving at all. at the same time. Lisa's come in right when it's very deep here. So, on the cyclone, we got a whole thing about the cyclone. Let me tell you, the tornado. I talk about it all the time. I talk about the tornado all the time. It's a big one. It's a big one. I'm going to try something and see what happens. I'm going to try something and see what happens. I geek on analogies and metaphors. I know. Let me see. No. No, I want to see this. Let's see if this is going to work.
Many years I have waited for
I don't know what's going to happen with YouTube, but I want to listen to this.
The wizard could make you his magic grand vizier. My dear, I'll write at once to the wizard. Tell him of you.
Who's seen the film yet?
What a talent like yours, dear, there is a definite chance if you work as you should. You'll be making good.
You haven't seen it yet? Go see it. And you have to go to the theater to see it. It's the best.
Did that really just happen?
So good. You have to go.
I understood. This weird quirk I try to suppress or hide is a talent
that could help me meet the wizard. See the stage and the movie. I've seen. If you didn't see this before, everybody, I pulled this out to show people the other day. This is the original playbill. When I saw the preview, then I went back, and that's the ticket. November 15th, 2003. November 15th, 2003. It opened in October. Hold on. The wizard and I. So good. Thank you. I have to take my allergy pill. What a treasure, all the playbills, Kyrie. At some point I've done it before. I have every playbill from every show I've ever seen. How do I turn this down? Maybe last on the line when we are hand in hand, the wizard and I. One day you say to me, I have every. Oh, sorry. It's on my pad. Same. I keep them in a binder with a ticket. Very good, Meg. I love it. I am you. Love to see those. Oh my God, Lisa. I have stories about every show. It's more than 35 years. More than 35 years. 30-something years. Since I moved to New York. So I have a lot. Hey, if you're in New York, go see Drag the Musical. It's really good. It was such a surprise. We were like, what? It was so good, so talented, so fun. If you're here, go see it. It's very good. We had a great time. So it's off Broadway, but it's really good. You'll love it. We even cried. And what's his name is in it? Joey McIntyre is in it. Isn't that funny? I lived in California. I grew up in LA, in the Valley. I was a Valley boy. So I grew up there, but I was always an actor and I always wanted to move to New York. So you had his Barbie? Oh my God. I like this part. That is Barbie. I love that. My family's still in California. And California is not for me. It's fine for people. It's not my thing, but it's fine. Thank you so much, Scotty. It's great to see you. And thank you for your gifts. I'm going to wrap it up. It's almost 11 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks, everybody, for joining. I'll be back here. Oh, Wayne, good to see you. It has been a long time, but I'm wrapping up right now. Sorry. And if you are on TikTok, I am broadcasting both places right now. I'm going to be on TikTok probably later today, but I will also be on TikTok tomorrow. So make sure that you're definitely following me here. Thanks, everyone, so much. That was great. Anyone want to say or ask anything before we wrap up? That was really fun. Really fun. And thank you for all the gifts. And look, we got 6,000 likes. That doubled my likes. Okay, one thing about this character, I love you. This character, thank you, Nina. You're welcome. Defy gravity, all. That's right. I'm good, Wayne. It's good to see you. I'm looking over there because you're over there, but I'm good, Wayne. Oh, shoot. It just flew out of my mind. I don't know what it was. What was I going to say? Something probably very deep. Oh, no, it was deep. This character is competitive. I like competition. So sometimes, and my character likes green. Well, especially right now. Isn't these so cool? Okay, I like competition, so I like to see all the numbers change. It's fun. It's fun. All right, everybody. Have an incredible day. Have a great night wherever you are. And I'll see you again on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, and some of you are on TikTok, you can follow me at Max Ryan 1. Max Ryan 1. That means I'm the first Max Ryan. Probably the second, actually. So, all right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. I'll see you later. On YouTube. I am on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay. Bye, YouTube. See you later. My character likes to crack herself up. Okay. Bye. YouTube. It's just